enacted the scene between the President and the half-idiotic Alashka. It seemed to him that this was in the line of the argument. But Sergey Ivanovitch shrugged his shoulders. "Nu, what do you mean by this?" "I only mean that I will always defend with all my powers those rights which touch me, my interests, that when the policemen came to search us students and read our letters, I was ready to defend these rights with all my might, to defend my right to instruction, to liberty. I am interested in the military obligation which concerns the fate of my children, of my brothers, and of myself. I am willing to discuss this because it touches me. But to deliberate on the employment of 40,000 rubles of communal money, or to judge the crack-brained Alashka, I won't do it, and I can't." Konstantin Levin discoursed as if the fountains of his speech were unloosed. Sergey Ivanovitch smiled. "Supposing tomorrow you were arrested, would you prefer to be tried by the old criminal court?" "But I am not going to be arrested. I am not going to cut anyone's throat, and this is of no use to me. Now see here," he continued, again jumping to a matter entirely foreign to their subject. "Our provincial institutions, and all that, remind me of the little twigs which on Trinity Day we stick into the ground to imitate a forest. The forest has grown of itself in Europe, but I cannot on my soul have any faith in our birch sprouts, or water them." Sergey Ivanovitch only shrugged his shoulders again, as a sign of astonishment that birch twigs should be mingled in their discussion, although he understood perfectly what his brother meant. "Excuse me," said he, "that is no way to reason." But Konstantin Levin was eager to explain his self-confessed lack of interest in matters of public concern, and he went on to say, "I think that there can be no durable activity if it is not founded in individual interest. This is a general, a philosophical truth," said he, laying special emphasis on the word philosophical, as if he wished to show that he also had the right, as well as anyone else, to speak of philosophy. Again Sergey Ivanovitch smiled. He also, thought he, has his own special philosophy for the benefit of his inclinations. "Well, have done with philosophy," he said. "Its chief problem has been in all times to grasp the indispensable bond which exists between the individual interest and the public interest. This is not to the point, however. But I can make your comparison fit the case. The little birch twigs have not been merely stuck in, but have been sowed, planted, and it is necessary to watch them carefully. The only nations which can have a future, the only nations which deserve the name of historic, are those which feel the importance and the value of their institutions, and prize them." And Sergey Ivanovitch transferred the question over to the domain of the historico-philosophical, which Konstantin was by no means able to appreciate, and showed him all the erroneousness of his views. "As to your distaste for affairs, excuse me if I refer it to our Russian indolence and gentility, and I trust that this temporary error of yours will pass away." Konstantin was silent. He felt himself routed on every side, but he felt also that his brother had not understood what he wished to say. He did not know exactly whether it was because he did not know how to express himself clearly, or because his brother did not wish to understand him, or whether he could not understand him. He did not try to fathom this question, but, without replying to his brother, he became absorbed in entirely different thoughts, connected with his own work. Sergey Ivanovitch reeled in his last line. He unhitched the horse, and they drove away. Chapter 4